Hey everybody, welcome back to the Old Swedes Farm. It's Rich. It's that time of year again. It's time to prepare for next year. $50 February 2024. Let's get it on. All right, I talked to Glen and Annette at the Cow Emporium, and Glen and Annette are kind of the originators. They really started this back several years ago, and that's where I saw it and kind of jumped on board and stole it and morphed it and all that. But I got with Glen and Annette on the phone the other day, and we kind of talked through what would the rules be. We had a lot of discussion after last year, and I'll tell you, first off, last year was really successful. We had a lot of people that took part in $50 February 2023. And it was hugely successful. People learned a lot. We learned a lot. Oh my God. The things we are gonna do this year out in the garden here that we didn't do last year, enormous. But we fell down a little bit. We overachieved in several things, but it was great. But thanks to Glen and Annette at the Cow Emporium. If you're not subscribed to the Cow Emporium, please do. I'll put a link down below. But we kind of got on the phone and went through the rules. We didn't want to make this, whole bunch of rules and this and that. We're going to make it simple, but it's actually going to be easier, I guess I'll say. We've changed it. We're keeping the name. 50, but it's a new hashtag $50 February 2024. So change your hashtags when you put out videos or when you comment and all that. Hashtag $50 February 2024. But we're keeping the name, but changing it. It's going to be 50 for a couple, $50 per person. So if you're a couple, $100. We didn't go with $100 February. It just didn't ring right. So $50 per person, and then just like last year, for every child you've got or every other person you've got that lives with you, there's an additional $25. So off the bat, there you go. Since grocery prices have increased, we're going with $50 per you and your spouse, if there is such a thing. If it's just you, $50, and then $25 for every child. So, what does that cover? Everything. Everything. We're gonna talk about what this is all about. It's part preparedness, part self-sufficiency, part pantry challenge, it's what can you stock away. The idea is not to, if you don't have a garden at all, if there's no way you can garden, then it does become kind of a pantry challenge. What we'd like, most of you I think that are watching our channel have some sort of garden or are able to have some animals or grow things, and so that's where this challenge really is how much can you stock away? How much can you prepare? How much can you preserve? How much can you raise? The animals that can be raised. So that's the whole thing. Between now, what are we, mid-May, 8 months till February, how much can you put away? What animals can you put away in your freezer? How much can you preserve out of the garden? How much can you acquire other ways? How much can you hunt? How much can you fish? I got some rabbits last year. We ended up not even using them in February, but they were delicious. Holly went fishing. We didn't even use it in February. It's delicious. We did some trading. That's part of the thing. Glen and Annette are really good. They've been able to get some relationships locally and do some bartering, some trading. Bland's Promised Land Ranch, Eric and Monica down there brought up, it does take a village, so to speak. It does get to know your neighbors, see what they've got, what can you do. to barter, trade, help each other, to fill your pantry. Maybe, you know, we don't have our orchard up and running yet, but our neighbor right down there, he's got a bunch of apple trees, and he can never use enough apples. We're throwing some squash and eggs and things at him, and we get a bunch of apples in return. So what can you barter for? What can you trade? We talked a lot about money. If you sell things, can you use it for buying things for the challenge? For this challenge, we're going to say no. We're going to raise it, trade it, barter it, hunt it, fish it, raise it, whatever, preserve it. What can you do? And that's where we had a problem last year. You know, we ran out of carrots. We've got one of those tubs full of carrots right now. It's going to be full several times this summer. We're not going to run out of carrots, and we're not going to pay for carrots. We need a source of milk. I'm going to be out hunting for someone to barter milk with. Some of those things. So some other things, and I'm going to put all the rules down below, but it's basically, you know, get out and raise everything. There are some provisions. In talking to Annette, there's some provisions that are considered free. And Annette's come up with these. I wouldn't know how to do it. So made a little list off Annette's list. Salt and pepper, it's free. Yeast, baking powder and soda, baking powder or baking soda is free. Cornstarch, free. Oil for cooking is a freebie, not included in the dollar amount. And then coffee or tea. Now, not being a coffee or tea guy, I'm crying foul on that a little bit, but you know what this challenge did help me do was give up a severe addiction to Pepsi products. I bet you I have one every other day now, but a lot of that is thanks to the $50 February. So I'll put all that list down below of what's considered free. Everything else goes into your dollar amount. And don't think of this as a win-lose. I definitely took the challenge very serious last year, and we did come out under $50. We actually, we did spend $30 on strawberries because there was a trucking company that brings up very fresh strawberries in bulk at an incredible price. Holly got 2 huge boxes for $30. We did include that in our dollar amount. Other than that, we spent like $12.50 for the month. It can be done. It just takes some planning. So that's where I'm gonna challenge all of you right now, is to think about what you can do to prepare for it. What can you be growing? What can you continue growing further into the season? I'm looking at how can I get some greens going inside during the winter to supplement things in February, salads and stuff, fresh greens. We're gonna do a lot more herb gardening, so we've got spices for February. That's key. Salt and pepper, it's nice, but it just doesn't cut it. Yeah, I want a little something extra. So we're gonna be doing a lot of herbs. I'd love to know who's on board. Put a comment down below. Tell us if you're on board. That way we can challenge you. We can help each other. Any of that, put it down below. If you've got your own channel, you've probably got viewers that I don't have. You've probably got viewers that Annette and Glen don't have. Put out a video about this. Get the hashtag out there. Hashtag $50 February 2024. And challenge your viewers to take part. If you don't have a channel, please comment down below. Let us know that you're involved, that you're going to be a part of it, because I'd like to see. We had, I don't know how many last year, but I don't know, 75 couples, families, individuals who were involved, and it was, I thought, a huge success. And like I said, we learned a lot. So as usual, I'm rambling a lot here. So Put the comment down below. Let us know you're involved. Get a video out there. We got about 8 months to get ready. Soon, I don't want to think about middle of winter and snow, but soon enough it's going to be February, and we'll look back and won't be wearing short sleeves, but we'll look back and hopefully we've prepared really well. So again, put those comments down below. Let's get fired up, everybody. It's ready for next February. 8 months to go. Hashtag $50 February 2024. We're going live. Get ready, everybody. Join us. Take care.